bit while we wait for people to come in, because I know we generally get. I don't know. It'll be interesting because this is at a different time period than what we usually do our live streams at.
Uh,
Because generally I do my live streams at 10 o'clock p.m. But
yeah.
I know that pisses off almost all my European viewers. So I've decided to change things up a little bit and move it to 3 o'clock p.m. at least for today, because generally I work during this time. So
You
I'm
work
already getting.
Sundays.
Yeah, I work Sundays.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I don't sleep. People don't realize this. I have a job. I'm a full-time student, and then I also do YouTube because I'm fucking like suicidal. That's why.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
pretty hardcore.
Is weed in the anime community? I wish it was. I wish it was part of the anime community. Be stronger. Be better.
Yeah.
Nah. So yeah. So that's why I'm. This is kind of an experiment to see how well the video does during this time period versus last time.
Yeah, I guess
This
that
better be better than last time with that hyper foreigner. What's up, hyper? No. So we should be good. I think let's go ahead and get this started. So what's up, guys? My name is Manimate, and today I am joined with
Thomas, or I guess you
or
could say Joseph.
Joseph. He uses God. You have like three like names backed up. So he goes by MudanTV, where his name is Thomas, and then on top of that, his real name is actually Joseph. Just
Yeah.
like Inception level shit. Find out later that you're a girl. Just fucking blowing my mind every day.
That would be a good twist.
That'll be a really good twist. I'm waiting for that episode. And he runs MudanTV, which is a super great YouTube channel. We actually talked about it a little bit in our last live stream. And let's talk about yourself a little bit, Thomas. Or
Okay, yeah.
Joseph.
So I pretty much review anime, but full reviews, not episode reviews. And I also have a series called Why People Hate Anime. That's where I pick apart like the weebiest stuff in the community and just make fun of it. But it's all just fun and games, pretty much, not to be taken too seriously.
No, but I think most of your videos have a very good point to them. I don't think any of your videos are without reason. I
Yeah,
think,
I try
go
to
ahead.
make like really valid and solid points, but still some can be pretty harsh.
So let's talk about some. Let's go ahead and just one second. I'm gonna pull up your YouTube channel, and let's go through some of the ones. I know your first one you ever talked about was Facebook groups, which
Yeah.
is something I had personal experience with, and when I saw it, I fucking fell on the floor laughing because it's very true. So why don't you explain that a little bit?
Well, when I started up, I was like looking for places to promote myself and show my videos. So I went to a friend recommended Facebook groups, and I went in expecting to like talk something about anime with people, like really have these discussions. And what I saw was just stupid memes and nothing else, just spam.
Lots and lots of spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think this is one of the things where we want to talk about mostly is the problem with the anime community. I think personally is so I'm a big fan of trying to promote like a non-cringy anime community that's open and really helps push people to join the community. And I think you're kind of in that same boat with me. You're trying to promote that, but whereas for me, like I'm a little bit of a bitch. I'm legitimately afraid to talk about these kind of more harsh subjects. Like I know, for instance, on your cosplay video, I was legitimately afraid to post a comment saying that my bad, not the cosplay video. The what video was it? I think it was your not the cosplay video. It's the one after that. Your episode review video.
Yeah.
Because I have friends in the episode review like genre, but everything you said to me made a lot of sense. It was very valid,
Yeah.
and I think
I
that's
I try to actually get in contact with people from the episode review community also, and I did. I managed to get in contact with some people, and they were like, some of them were the nicest people ever, just speaking openly why they do it and that they loved it. So it didn't feel as good doing it, but then again, there was some bigger guys that just pushed down the little ones. So I still I don't know. It's kind of close to my heart, the whole topic.
Yeah, and speaking of which, let's talk about this whole. I know you brought it up quickly before we started the whole thing, the Thomas versus Joseph thing. So go ahead and explain yourself a little bit there.
Yeah, well, I just created a character, I guess, called Thomas. That's still myself, but I guess a bit more over the top. Like has these points that I wouldn't bring up myself. That are more extremist, so they are a bit more funnier also, in my opinion. But in my latest video, like the cosplay one, that's where I try to really go over the top and talked about some stuff that I didn't agree that much myself, but I just wanted to make it clear to the people that it's more of a character than actual person.
Yeah, I believe you had some things like what was it, like fat shaming a little bit.
Yeah, I really went in deep with like if you're fat, you can't wear clothes that are meant for skinny people or dress up as like the smaller characters. But like if you're doing it well, then I don't care myself. But if you're like very skimpily outfitted, then that's really awful.
Yeah, but I think my main point with it, so I actually I didn't actually agree with that video so much from you, mostly from the standpoint that I understand where you were coming from because you said you added in like a quick caveat that you said at conventions it's free game, which is the only place I cosplay at and the only place I see other people cosplay at. So I was just kind of like, so I don't know, did you like invalidate your entire argument with that weird little caveat you added in just out of nowhere, or where do you stand on that? Because you really just kind of covered it in a quick 1 second, like, oh, except at conventions, and then you kept going, and they just,
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was like dressing up myself in the video, so the whole thing would have been pretty hypocritical. But the majority of it I meant was like people on the street or in the schools outside conventions. So just in the natural community.
yeah, and I agree with you on that point then, because like I said, like for me at the conventions, like okay, so one thing you got a lot of people probably know about me. I don't know if they know about me, but I'm kind of nihilistic in the sense that I don't give a flying fuck about what I wear. Almost I almost religiously cross dress at anime conventions because I have so much fun. Like oh my, like I can't even should I say it? Yeah, there's only like 7 people watching right now. Is my plan for Acon is do you know what Lolita fashion is?
Yeah.
I'm going as a Lolita for Acon. That's why I've been trying to grow out my beard, so I'm gonna dye it like a bright blue, and then just basically like whatchamacallit, like deadpan it the entire way, just because it's so much fun. And Sensei Panda said most of the anime community are weeaboos, and that's one thing I do want to talk about is I don't think that's true. I know I have a lot of friends who are part of the anime community who are not like weeaboos, who are completely normal people. It's just that there are a disproportionate amount of weeaboos in the anime community,
Yeah.
and they push this, I would say, false narrative a little bit harder than we want them to.
Yeah, it's the same with me. Like that's half of the reason why I created the why people hate anime series because there's just a small portion of anime fans that really push themselves out there doing just the weirdest stuff, while a lot of people actually just want to watch them and enjoy.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends. Okay, well, okay, an otaku and a weeaboo are very different things. Like I think of otakus. Well, okay, what's your views on otakus versus weeaboos,
Well,
Joseph?
well, weeaboos are, I guess, like the worst part that are just, uh, I don't know, pretty messed up. But I guess the otakus would be more normal, just who just enjoy anime for what it is and don't really resort to the weird stuff.
Yeah, I think Shonen Jack he says weebs are more excitable and louder, so they are what outsiders will see. And yeah, I agree with you on that. And for me, like I don't even know if I could call myself an otaku because for me, the otaku community is like anime, manga, like what else? There's a few that like it's not just anime for the otaku community. And for me, I'm strictly anime just because I'm a film major. For those of you who don't know, I love filmmaking, and I don't really care too much about the other parts of like the otaku culture. Never have, never probably will. And to me, I think it's interesting that a lot of people who instantly watch anime are like, okay, well, I'm an otaku now, and I disagree, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same with me. Like, I just watch anime and enjoy it, but I really don't care that much for anything else, except for the conventions, of course. I mean, there's I live in a small country, so there's only one convention per year, and that's like my sanctuary. Just one weekend per year where I can live out my Weebish dreams, and that's it.
That kind of sucks. I feel kind of. I mean, I guess you live in Europe, so you've already got it kind of. You got it better than us, but at least we have a lot of anime conventions. Like I went to one this weekend. I went to one like 2 weeks ago.
Damn,
Yeah, it's fucking amazing, but horrible at the same time.
I can imagine.
These words have lost all meaning. Can't use one without adding a qualifier. Yeah, actually, Shannon Jack has a point here. Is that the words otaku and weeaboo don't really mean anything anymore? I think I don't know. What's your views on that? Because I like I said, I need to sit down and like actually write out my thoughts for that kind of stuff because that's starting to get to the more complex issues of
Y-
this whole thing.
Yeah, I guess it's been really overused. Like everybody has made videos about comparing those two, so it's hard to say right now.
I feel you on that. So let's go ahead and I forgot I was gonna go through all your videos. Let's do some blackmailing on you.
But what is your opinion on the episode reviews then?
Okay, so like I said, I have God, they're gonna fucking see this too. I have a lot of friends who are episode reviewers, and they are good people, and you know what they're doing is okay, but I think the only reason that any of them have any subscribers is because they're playing to the algorithm, the
No.
YouTube algorithms, and that's the only reason any of them are successful right now, which is not a big deal, but it comes at the cost of hurting other YouTubers who are actually putting out good content. Like for me, like Otaku Versus, I don't know if you know him.
Yeah,
I think he deserves to be like the biggest anime YouTuber, but instead he has like 150K subscribers, which is like nothing in what he compared to what he should have.
with
And then
Otaku
there's people
VS,
who, huh?
Otaku VS, or
Yeah, Otaku VS.
doesn't he have like 60,000 only?
Does he? Oh my god, I hope not. I
I mean,
thought he had more.
I just saw his recent video that was like, oh, there was so much editing in there. That's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he has 64,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
Holy crap. But you see where I'm getting at with this now then. Like that just drives home the point even more. Is that right now it's not their fault. You know, it's not their fault. But right now YouTube is really pushing a negative like less people who put more work into their videos hurt themselves by doing that. And so that's the problem with this whole thing is that you know Otaku Versus is getting punished for making really high quality content while I'm gonna say someone who I know, Memory NK. Good guy. Good like great guy. I've talked to this dude a couple of times. Good friend of mine. Nothing he's not mean, but the dude has 10K subscribers and all he does is literally just talking to a mic and then upload it. No editing, no real work. I mean, whereas like you know, one of my videos will take 8 work hours, 8 to 10. I know yours take you said about 20 work hours for one of your videos. Theirs takes 45 minutes.
I'm up right now, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like it's sad that you get an inverse proportion. So like the amount of work you put into a project, the worse you'll do.
But
And
I think
to me that hurts.
there's also a limit there, like how far you can go, since these episode reviews really can't get too big, like to the millions and stuff. But then again, guys like us, we have this content that can be reviewed, or like people would want to see more, so they'd go back.
Hmm.
So that might help much more in the long run.
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely like there's disadvantages to running those kind of channels. Like they'll only ever get so big. Like I think Memory NK is like probably be the biggest one there is. Like he has 10 to 12,000 subscribers, and he'll probably never break 15,000 subscribers because there's not a big audience for that stuff. There's just too small of people who are into that kind of stuff. So I feel as though that won't last too terribly long.
I think Chibi is one of the biggest.
Oh yeah, Chibi's weird. I think Chibi's more so of a personality, I would say. just because he's a drama queen and he picks fights with everybody.
I think he has done it just that long that everybody has been around him, so he has a lot.
Yeah. No, but I think yeah, Chibi I guess is technically the biggest one.
And
It's
Double
hard to say.
Four also kind of counts, but he does like reaction, so that goes over much better with the audience.
Hmm. Yeah, reactions are better, but I don't know. To me, I feel like there's still. For me, I just feel immoral. So like one of my biggest things is trying to make videos my own
Yeah, I
when I
cannot.
edit my content, and that's just a moral thing. I think at that point is like for me, it's all about making the videos where I can say, okay, this is my content. YouTube won't ever like fight me over this shit. But then again, it's like that's not my right to say. That's not something I'm allowed to talk about because that's just my morals. I can't apply my morals to someone else's YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can. No, but I also try to, I don't know, kind of make it clear that I'm not attacking the people themselves, but only their content. So I don't really
Hmm.
have anything against Double Four or Chibi or Code 47. I don't remember. Yeah,
Hmm.
but their content I just dislike.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you on that. I don't enjoy their content. Like I don't actually really ever watch it. Like I've watched a few of their videos, and it's just it to me. It's like, why am I doing this? Like,
Yeah, I
but
was wondering myself, like, why people watch those things. But I guess people just want to like listen to discussions or something.
well, I think it's good background noise, and on top of that, it's kind of a case of you can do that, and then it's basically forced down your throat half the time. Because like I said, the YouTube algorithms are really kind of helping them grow. It's really pushing that kind of content. It's a 10-minute plus content that's uploaded 4 times a day. You
Yeah,
know,
but what do you think is going to happen now that the ad boycott is going on? Like they're making the money, then they're doing it only for the money, not because they like doing it. So maybe they're gonna give us a chance and stop doing as much videos now.
maybe so. Yeah, because I know you talked about your videos getting buried, and my videos experience the exact same thing. They just get freaking buried underneath these episode reviews. I think I looked for like my Attack on Titan analysis video, and it was like on page 14 or something ridiculous. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But
Because there's like episode 1 anime review, episode 1. I'm like, please stop, please.
I just want to ask you one thing. Have you ever, if you have searched for a video that you want to see, have you ever gone past the first page for a video?
Oh, absolutely not. No, no, not when I'm looking.
Yeah,
When I'm
the same for
Go
me. Like if I want to see something and it's not in the first four results, I just change the search title or something.
hmm
So
Yes, finally,
second
Minimum
page
Mad Stream.
already, everything's dead.
Yeah. Let me see. Any other things you want to talk about?
Well, I don't know. I hate weebs, I guess, and that's pretty much my niche right there.
Have a burning dissatisfaction with internet weeps. I don't know. My main thing is that I was gonna do a video on this pretty soon. You'll see my first Sword Art Online video ever, and it will be defending Sword Art Online because I've been doing some research, and I found that Sword Art Online is actually one of the biggest anime to start whatchamacallit, for people to transfer over to start watching anime.
Really?
Yes, Sword Art Online is like a large like first anime ever watched by a large number of people, which makes me wonder, does that have anything to do with why people hate it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna basically make a whole video on that. I've been doing some research on it, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
But that's another thing I really hate about the anime community is how close-minded it is and how closed off it is to it becoming less and less niche, because it has been. It's not too uncommon for other people to like, because I've gotten into this habit now. Whenever I'm talking about my YouTube channel to people, it's like I do anime, which I do YouTube stuff, which is anime related, and I instantly start saying, for anime, it's like Japanese animation. It's like cartoons, and almost every time now when I say that, it's like, oh yeah, no, I know what anime is. So it's becoming a thing that people know about, and I think that's pissing off a large portion of the community, which is to me fucking hilarious, but at the same time also really annoying because they're actively trying to alienate people.
Yeah, I've done a video with anime balls deep on it,
Hmm.
and when you go into the comments, you can just see people. Some of them are like hating that they don't want anime to become mainstream and that it will ruin everything. And on one of my video, I had a comment like that they hate everybody, just don't want anybody to watch anime, and everybody else should kill themselves. So it really sets a pretty bad precedent for the community.
Yeah, yeah, no, and that's a valid point. I just to me it hurts because I feel like anime is such a good medium, like for art, and I feel like it's a really like growing area, and people are just constantly doing everything in their powers to make sure no one else becomes an anime fan, so they blow it out of proportion.
Yeah, I know there's so much like good adult stuff there, like Death Note or something, but then these weebs just start talking about their favorite waifus and stuff, and normal person doesn't want to get into it.
Mm. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the comments for some questions. What was it? So you guys go ahead and ask some interesting questions. You guys might want to ask Joseph here from MudanTV.
Mm,
Let's see.
subs or dubs? I
Was
Yes. So Sensei Panda asked, "Do you watch anime sub or dubbed?" And I personally don't really care as long as the dubs are good.
hmm. I'm always sub. I always give sub a chance, unless there's a specific thing like someone says like, hey, you gotta watch it dubbed. Like what was it? Actually, the two of us did a whole video on this. That was our one and only collaboration video was on dub videos. But basically, it's an anime that is basically has to be like specifically good and dubbed,
Yeah, like
like Samurai Shampoo, something like that. Let's see, what are some other ones?
wait, people use waifu unironically, asked Joris.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a scary thing. I've got a joke, not waifu. I've got a joke husbando, which is like the opposite of it. Like Oda-kun from Tanaka-kun's Always Listless. I'm eventually gonna get a body of pillow of him
Oh my
eventually,
God. Yeah,
just because.
I didn't know that husbandos were a thing until a year ago.
I think I
Those
figured
pretty,
it out through like a tag. It was like list your waifu and your husbando. I'm like, what the fuck's a husbando?
yeah.
But now you know.
I don't want to.
Okay, Mudan, how did you get good at editing from Panda Palace 11?
Okay, so I have been doing videos for, I don't know, 7 years. I guess it's also kind of my passion, and I started out doing sketches and used After Effects to. Well, I really love doing special effects, so that's where I started. And just recently decided to like do something on YouTube to try and gather an audience.
Let's see. What do you think is the best anime that has aired so far this year? Shit, isn't it? Okay, so you really have one season to pick through.
Yeah,
Fuck. Well, what? Well, I can't even remember anything particularly good from last season. Nothing that stood out to me.
really nothing.
I mean, I fucking can't even think of it off the top of my head. Let me go my anime list. I'll figure it out. What
Yeah.
about you?
Um, well, this yeah, there's really nothing that good. I think the Masamune-kun's Revenge was pretty okay.
Yeah, it
And
went to shit though towards the end for
yeah.
me.
Oh, did the Dragon Dentist? Yeah, that's something I loved.
Little Witch Academia was really good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not done yet, but it's good.
yeah, it's fucking charming as hell. But that's pretty much it. Like Little Witch Academia and Dragon Dentist were the only two I kind of liked from the last season.
What do you think of the first episode of Baruto? I have not watched it.
Oh shit. Yeah, I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the first episode of Naruto. It just brought back the nostalgia for it.
Ah, okay, I see you on that.
And
I actually watched all of the original Naruto. I just haven't watched Shippuden because I'm not gonna. I don't have that kind of time.
I mean, they in the first episode they had parkour in there. It's like jumping and doing parkour stuff on the rooftops, and that really blew my mind, like the animation and stuff.
Let's see. Ano Blue Exorcist spent 10 episodes on character development, then crap cliche action scene. I was really disappointed. I didn't watch. I couldn't get into it because I don't feel like rewatching all the original Blue Exorcist. Not all of it, but like up to episode 17 of Blue Exorcist to catch back up. I could not fucking force myself to do that. I tried, and I was just like, nope. Because I watched all the first season of Blue Exorcist, but the problem with like retconning is that you have to go backwards, which my brain does not process well.
Yeah,
I
I
was
also
fucking lost.
saw the first season, but really didn't care for the second one.
Anyway, I think we talked for a good enough amount of time, Mr. Joseph. It was a blast talking with you. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for coming
well,
on here and
thanks
talking
for having
anime
me.
communities with me. If you guys haven't checked him out already, go check out his YouTube channel. He makes, I guess, okay content. He makes really good content. He's got a fucking great sense of humor, and he plans his videos 4 months in advance. Fun fact of the day. Because you're fucking crazy. The whole hair thing still blows my mind. Well, we forgot to talk about that, but it's not a big
That
deal.
was really a one-time thing. Can't really redo it.
Well, I noticed and I cared. You know, that's what's really important.
Yeah,
Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Man Matt. Make sure you guys stay man and go watch that goddamn anime. And you can do an outro too if you want.
uh, yeah. Bye.